Hello, welcome to the wardrobe. We are doing a wardrobe video today because there is no vlog. I've been away for the week. I'm filming this before, so I don't know how it went. I've checked the weather. The weather doesn't look too terrible. It looks like a bit cloudy. We can totally deal with that. It doesn't look too cold, doesn't look too rainy, so fingers crossed that remains the case. But I thought I would do a winter wardrobe rejig of the rails. I like watching these videos. I love seeing people just rearrange things. I find it quite soothing. So hopefully this can be that for you. But I would say the weather is getting to that point where it's a little bit chilly. This morning it was 0 degrees, it was cold. We're in that kind of time of year where it's like 0 degrees and then like next week it's 13. Do you know what I mean? Like it's still very changeable, but I feel like I'm ready and I feel like I'm in a position for the coats to move over. And then ultimately, okay, this is the plan. There's not a huge amount that needs changing. Maybe I'll give you a little tour of what it looks like now and I can talk you through my plans. I'd say for this section over here, I probably just need to rearrange it a bit, just like a bit of rejigging. This is just chunky knits, bags, and then more of my summer shoes. I mean, they are fine there. They don't really need to move. My shoes along the bottom are more like summer shoes on the left, then loafers. It's more just like sandals, loafers, boots. And then any heels that I've got are just in those boxes behind the boots there. So I don't think I'm going to do any rearranging of the shoes. I know where everything is, I know where everything is and I like how it's all lined up here. So I think I'm going to leave the shoes as they are. But I think I could do with some thinning out, guys. I could do with some thinning out in this section here. I feel like the trousers are a bit confused and I've just got like a million in there. And then the same with like knitwear, jumpers. I've basically got shirts, then knitwear, then t-shirts, and then my one lone jumpsuit in there. We could do a bit of thinning out, I feel like, in this section. And I feel like I'm also at the point that shirts, I don't know, like you just don't want to wear a shirt in the winter, right? Like they're just a bit tricky to wear. So I could probably move those to a different section. This is all my jackets, like jackets and sort of light coats. I think there's just some that I need to, move to the other rail. So this can be more like my real coats, like the ones that I actually really want to wear when it's a bit chilly outside, because some of these are a little bit thin. And then over here, this is all my out of season stuff. So this is my like in season rail. And then this is my out of season rail. So this is like my chunkier coats. I've also got like a bit of occasion wear stuff on the left hand side here. That's like my dresses, and then I've got some trousers that I'm not currently wearing and some shorts. But I think this is where like most of the movement is going to happen. And then these are my blazers, and then my more summery sleeveless tops. And then down here we've got this. It used to be just pajamas, but now this is like pajama / matching set section. So I've got I've got 2 big hoodies, then I've got my tracksuits, and then there I've got 3 matching sets. I just did a Substack all about those, so I'll link that down below if you want to see. And then I've also just got like my workout trainers and some slippers down there. So it's not like a huge amount of rearranging that needs to happen. I think it's just going to be fun to like engage with my wardrobe. I just feel like doing this, I'm going to find things that I haven't worn in a while and like get excited for some new ideas. I feel like this is more just like a getting to know my wardrobe again exercise. I always like to work from left to right. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to start here and then kind of move around. So I'm just going to rejig this section here and like make my bags all look nice and like stand up again and stuff. I don't know. It's one of those things like when it's visually beautiful, it just makes you really excited, right? You're just like, oh my God, this feels like a shop. Like genuinely, this is my dream wardrobe. Like pinch me. But let's merchandise it so it's looking like real good, So I've had a little tidy up of this section, and actually I'm super happy with this. I had just a very slight rejig of the shoes as well, but I'm really happy with this bag section. With my bags, either I want a smooth bag, like a smooth leather bag, or I'm looking for a textured bag. So actually just having them separated like this makes a lot of sense. I've got all of my more structured smooth leather bags on this shelf, and then these are my more textured, kind of slightly more fun, my animal print bags on this shelf. So it's just going to make that whole process of like, what bag do I need today, even easier. I mean, this Glossier tote is a bit miscellaneous just on the end. Sometimes you just need a tote, But yeah, I really like the idea of that just being even easier to grab. Okay, time to tackle the clothes. I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit scared. I think the best, I mean, I know that belts wise, I'm happy with all my belts. My belts collection has definitely grown in the past year. Like, can you believe there was a time I didn't even have a belt? There was a time I didn't even have a belt. How wild is that? But I'm happy with all of these. I definitely don't have them. They all, to me, they all add something slightly different. So they're all just going back up here. I have them organized on a tie rack. I'll link it down below for you, but it's like quite a handy way to like hang belts, and I can just like visually see everything that I've got. I think the best thing to do is gonna be just to like look at all my trousers, like do it like bit by bit, be like, right, okay, trousers, and just go from there. See if there's anything I can pass on or donate. I don't feel like there is though. I really like love everything that I've got. So let's have a little play around. I think whilst I'm here, just because I'm looking at my trousers and I'm like, that's a lot of trousers. I mean, I know I've got my denim shorts, my silk shorts, my black mini skirt. Like, I know they're kind of out of action, but there is a lot of trousers that are potentially in action. And I think what I need to do is just try them all on. I'm not going to bore you with trying all of them on, but if there's anything of note, I will turn the camera back on and I'll let you know my findings at the end. And let's see if we can maybe thin this down a bit. I was thinking like, you know, maybe I try lots of things on and I'm just like, oh, you know what, they're kind of the same. I don't need those. Hopefully I can thin them down. Tried on these totem jeans. I mean, they're a little tight for me right now. I'd say on my weight scale, I am like on the higher end of that right now, but it's fine. It's the winter, it's cool. But I put them on and I was like, oh, I love how these fit. Okay. Am I going to do that thing where I just try on like every single pair of trousers and I'm like, I like every single one. Okay, I've tried them all on, all. And the only ones that I want to get rid of are these. These are from Dish and they're just a pair of their linen trousers. And I've paid to get them shortened, but then actually I think she might have taken them in around the waist. They're one of those ones where it's like, I think I've had them shortened or taken in around the waist. I think I've had them shortened and taken in around the waist. And they just, I don't know, it's like the butt is like a bit baggy, but they're a bit tight in the crotch at the front. Like, and now the length is off. Like, I don't know. I've never felt wow when I put these on, and I really love the totem white linen blend trousers that I have, and I do feel wow when I put those on. So I'm like, I know that it's possible. I don't know, they're tight. You know, I'm just like, no, I know that getting rid of summer things in the winter is probably not the ideal thing. Will I regret this come like May time? Possibly. But yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like maybe next year can be the year for me to treat myself to like the perfect pair of black linen trousers, because I just don't feel like it's these. But yeah, the other, you see all of these? They're staying. Okay, that's far better. I think what was clouding it was the fact there was still like my silk trousers, like my linen trousers, like things from the summer still sat over here. Like, actually, these are all relatively thick trousers that can like actually see me through the winter. It means there's more over here for now, but then more of these jackets are going to come here. Like, it's all going to move around. It's all going to make sense. And I think in terms of my like current wardrobe rails, I'd rather have less on them. I think less is more, instead of being like every single jumper that I have, let's stick it on here. I think I'm going to try and be a bit more edited and thoughtful when it comes to rearranging this section. So BRB. Okay. This is looking good. This is looking so much better. This is looking like a shop to me. This is making me excited. I can see everything. I've basically put any t-shirt that isn't a Lisette t-shirt over here. Like, they're here. I know they're here, but I don't need a million white t-shirts hung up in front of me. They very kindly sent me the brown version of the Margot t-shirt. I know, it's lush, it's lovely. I compared it to a load of other t-shirts and I genuinely think it is the best. I really do. So yeah, this feels much more edited, like not a million repeats of certain things. I've just been like throwing stuff up here because I know that that's going to become less as more coats go on here. So now I just need to kind of have a little coat rejig and then I can tidy up this section. I'm sorry, but this is like literally my personal heaven here, like watching a Tippy style class, rearranging my wardrobe. I'm so happy. Literally my happy place. Okay, let's talk through. Ultimately, it probably looks the same to you. I've zoomed out and you've been like, oh, that looks exactly the same as before. And to be fair, it does, because it's all the same pieces. The only thing I've got rid of is one pair of linen trousers. But obviously this section is a little bit tidier. I think this could work. I will report back on this as to whether this was a good idea or a bad idea. But I think smooth leather, textured bags makes that a little bit easier. Shoes all looking the same down here. I've thinned out the trouser section a bit because that was getting a little bit outrageous, and I feel like that's just going to help me getting dressed in the morning, just have a little bit less to pick from. And then here I've thinned out the jumpers as well. I did add back in my COS secondhand vintage find denim shirt, because I was like, got a lot of use out of that last winter, and it is like a nice layering piece for like around the house. I will say, this is like a lot of black. This does look like a lot of black, but actually up to here, this is like navy and brown. So it's just these ones here on the end, and they're all quite textured and all like a little bit different. But yeah, I've basically, aside from my Jaeger vintage suede jacket, I've moved all the suede jackets like into the out of season stash, but I'm super happy with that. It looks far neater. I'd say this section over here now looks a lot more full, but I've always said I would rather this section look a little bit more, oh wait, my shoes. Yeah, I said I would always rather have this section being like the full the full section, and there is no more room in the inn over here, that's for sure. But a few more trousers on this side now, all my jackets have moved over here, and then a few jumpers and my shirts as well. That bit looks the same. So there you have it. Oh, that feels good. Like, my winter wardrobe is now complete. I would say that building out this wardrobe is probably one of my like highlights of the year. I'm so happy we did this. It's all just IKEA. Like, it's all just a little IKEA number. But it's just so much more visually pleasing than my rails. Like, this room feels finished, you know, we've got like the mirror up in here, and we've got artwork in here, we've got a plant. Like, it's just so lovely to like have a room. I mean, in an ideal world, we'd have new flooring down. Like, one day this will get like rejigged, but I'm really obsessed with this setup, and I think I wouldn't want to go back to a like covered up wardrobe. I know. I think I really like the open wardrobe. I know things get dusty, they do, and I know there's the whole issue with like the sunlight coming in and bleaching clothes and stuff, but we just like close the curtains so nothing is in like direct sunlight. But I am just very, very into it. It's really exciting to me, and it really gets like the personal style groove on when I see everything out like this. So I'm really, really happy that I convinced Mark to find some budget to do this, because I think it has made like the biggest difference. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is the winter wardrobe. I'm now going to put together a like 7 winter uniforms post for Substack, so let me get on that. But thank you so much for watching. Sorry there is not a vlog this week, and I have a feeling, what am I doing for next week? Next week might be, you know what it is, 2024 makeup favorites. Will it be my 14th year of doing it? I think it will. I love, I have to do it. I can't not do that video. It's just like such a classic. So yeah, that will be next week, and I will see you very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.